Hampton L. forsøkte å rekruttere amerikanske soldater til å trene islamister som skulle kjempe i den bosniske borgerkrigen. Han gjennomførte flere reiser til Europa og returnerte med dollarsedler teipet fast til kroppen. Hampton L.s kone ble bekymret da hun oppdaget alle pengene. Det meste av disse pengene var ment til en militær treningsleir og en dojo, som er et treningssenter for kampsport.
Somebody was using him as a front, and I didn't know that at the time, but I felt like something was wrong. I knew something had to be wrong. Why should somebody give you money, know you don't have money, and then don't ask you for anything back? But the truck's in your name, the dojo's in your name, everything's in your name. Why?
FBI oppdaget at Hampton L. hadde kontakt med en hjelpeorganisasjon i Wien, Third World Relief Agency.
When I got assigned to the Al-Qaeda squad, you know, I kind of kept an ear on to the Third World Relief Agency, but a lot of that stuff that was going through there was not blankets and, you know, children's diapers and all. It was all military hardware that was going through. There's some very sophisticated stuff. Phenomenal amount of money that was, you know, that was going through there. And again, I mean, some of the weaponry, and I remember even, you know, cannons and all sorts of stuff that was just mind-boggling. So again, there wasn't a lot of blankets going through that office. Yeah.
The Third World Relief Agency distribuerte i virkeligheten penger og våpen til hellig krig. Men hvor mye penger ble sendt gjennom denne organisasjonen, og hvem kontrollerte pengene? FBI etterforsket ikke dette grundig, men John og fastla forfølgersporet.
Police who investigate some of the activities of the Third World Relief Agency told me how they operate in practice. So they told me that they use synonyms for weapons supplies. So here is the classical example how they operate. They buy powdered milk and powdered eggs and sugar and salt, and but we are not talking about this stuff because it's just a synonym for weapons, grenades, hand grenades, and stuff like that.
I Wien lokaliserte fastla leiligheten til hjelpeorganisasjonens stifter, den sudanske statsborgeren El Fatih Hassanein. I nærheten av Hassaneins leilighet i Prins Augenstrasse ligger en filial av Erste Bank. Ifølge fastlas kilder ble store mengder med pengesedler båret inn gjennom bankens bakdør.
They came with the black plastic bags. Sometimes they came with a suitcase full of money, and they just used this back door of the bank to put the money in a bank account because it was, just inappropriate to go into the bank with the bags full of money and suitcase. But nobody knows how much money was in that bags.
Fastla oppsøker Erste Banks hovedkontor for å få noen svar. De nekter for at de vasket penger i Prins Augen-filialen, men bekrefter at hjelpeorganisasjonen hadde konto i banken.
Have made a statement on Hungary. Could you have a look?
The only surprise for me was that the Erste Bank get a written approval from the Saudi Arabia. He mentioned that country specifically, and from some other Arab countries, that they are going to send the money on the bank account of the Third World Relief Agency.
Kopplingen mellom Saudi-Arabia og Third World Relief Agency stemmer godt med J.M Bergers research.
You follow the money to find its source, and the source was Saudi Arabia. Bosnia raised more money for extremism than virtually any other event you could point to in history. You know, we can verify well over 300 million, as much as $1 billion, going through just the Third World Relief Agency, one of these NGOs. So my eyebrow went up at that. I was intrigued.
John og Fasla etterforsket Third World Relief Agency gjennom bosniske politikilder, og ved hjelp av amerikanske retts- og etterretningsdokumenter. Noen av disse arkivene viser store utbetalinger til et firma kalt Multicom Information Systems. Eieren, Muradif Pait, viser seg å være en tidligere spion og kommunikasjonsspesialist som bistod den bosniske regjeringen under krigen. Han bor nå på et avsidesliggende sted i USA.
Tjena kompis!
Hola?
God morgon! Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you buy a beer and cigarette?
Yes.
Because you must explain to him, when you're coming to be gas, you must have some present, my God. Because nothing is free from heaven.
J.M Berger vil sjekke med ham hvor mye penger som ble vasket gjennom hjelpeorganisasjonen.
About 300 million?
300, I think maybe around $1 billion during the times is, let's say, a real number, but no billions and billions. Even that is a fantastic number.
That's a lot of money.
John og Fasla vil også vite hva som videre skjedde med pengene som gikk gjennom Third World Relief Agency. Pait ber dem se i retning av en innflytelsesrik og hemmelighetsfull bosnisk imam som heter Hasan Shenjic.
Nobody of that people never was witness. Nobody don't know exactly. Only one guy knows. After God, only one guy knows where is that money and how much exactly this Hasan.
Hasan Shenjic var statssekretær i Bosnias forsvarsdepartement under borgerkrigen, men var i virkeligheten en av landets mektigste menn. Han var overvåket av både europeiske og amerikanske etterretningstjenester. Fra CIAs hovedkvarter utenfor den bosniske hovedstaden Sarajevo fulgte de ham tett i flere år.
Shenjic was a very interesting guy that we followed for a long time, but really couldn't put a nail into him. But he was clearly able to supply an awful lot of guns into Bosnia. I would say that this fellow was probably one of the top targets there were for the agency and for European services at the time.
National Security Agency, som holder til i den amerikanske delstaten Maryland, en etterretningsorganisasjon som samler og analyserer all utenlands kommunikasjon og signaletterretning. John Schindler har jobbet her som Balkan-ekspert. Også han godt kjent med Shenjic.
Hasan Shenjic is almost the poster child for the genius way in which these people combine support for jihad, truly a very radical vision that again has very little support actually in Bosnia, networked in with the global jihad movement, close ties to Iran, and massive corruption.
John og Faslas undersøkelser viser en tydelig link mellom Al-Qaida, Third World Relief Agency og Hasan Shenjic. Dette dokumentet avslører at Hasan Shenjic overførte penger til Al-Qaida-sponsoren Wali Ulaiden. Som Osama bin Laden han også fra Saudi-Arabia. John har kommet til Bosnia for å se om de kan finne flere spor etter